Jeffrey Epstein's case didn't happen overnight. It unfolded over decades, with investigations, arrests, plea deals, and finally federal charges. In this video, we're breaking down the full Epstein timeline using only verified facts and public records. This is the Epstein case. Step by step, Jeffrey Epstein first came to public attention as a wealthy financier with connections to influential people in business and politics. For years, he moved in elite social circles and owned multiple properties, including homes in New York, Florida, and a private island. But behind the scenes, allegations were building. In the early 2000s, police in Florida began investigating reports that Epstein had inappropriate contact with underage girls. Several victims came forward, describing similar experiences. By 2005, the case gained serious attention from local law enforcement. Investigators gathered statements, phone records, and witness accounts. In 2006, Epstein was indicted in Florida. But what happened next surprised many people. Instead of a full federal prosecution, Epstein reached a controversial plea deal in 2008. He pleaded guilty to state charges and served about 30 months in jail, with work release. Many critics later said the deal was too lenient. Victims and legal experts argued that justice was not fully served. After his release, Epstein returned to his normal lifestyle. For years, the case appeared quiet, but public scrutiny didn't disappear. Journalists continued investigating, victims continued speaking out, and questions remained about how the earlier deal was negotiated. Then, in 2019, everything changed. Federal prosecutors in New York charged Epstein with sex trafficking and conspiracy. This time, the case was much larger and involved more serious allegations. He was arrested in July 2019 at a New Jersey airport. Soon after, authorities searched his properties and collected large amounts of evidence, including documents, digital files, and financial records. These materials later became part of what we now call the Epstein Files. But before the trial could begin, another shocking event occurred. In August 2019, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell at a federal detention center. Officials ruled it a suicide. His death triggered widespread media coverage and many public questions. Because the criminal case ended with his death, attention shifted toward the documents and investigations connected to him. Over the following years, lawsuits and court cases led to more records being released to the public. These included depositions, communications, and legal filings. Together, these materials formed the growing collection known as the Epstein Files. It's important to understand something clearly. These files are legal documents and investigative records. They show what investigators collected and what courts handled. But being named in a document does not automatically mean guilt. Context and evidence matter. That's why careful analysis is so important. The timeline shows how the case developed slowly over time, from early complaints to a plea deal to federal charges, and finally to public document releases. Understanding this sequence helps separate facts from rumors. It shows what is documented and what is speculation, and that's exactly what this channel focuses on. In future videos, we'll break down specific court documents, explain legal terms, and examine what the records actually say. No drama, no theories, just facts. If you found this timeline helpful, subscribe to Epstein Files Explained for more clear, research-based breakdowns. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.